back to another episode of The Brothers Watch. My name is Joe, joined by Ben, Tony, and Jeff, and we have a great show on deck for you today. It's time to go back to the future again. So, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10. No whole numbers unless it's a 10. Then we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel to see who is going to ask trivia.
Can you see?
No, I can't see anything. It's kind of discombobulating me completely.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good at this.
Let's start with Jeff. Jeff, what would you rate this movie out of 10?
I'm going with a 7.4.
That's high.
Most of it is for nostalgia. So.
That's fair.
Ben, what would you rate it?
7.2.
Ben's over there.
7.2. All right, that's pretty good. Tony?
I'm giving it a 6.1. I just don't have the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, I will say I give it a 7.3. I think it's my lowest rated movie that we've done so far. But it's still fun.
Just want to acknowledge this is going to be the only time that Jeff has the highest score on a movie. That will never
That is
happen
surprising.
again.
That is
Never.
true. That is very true.
I just want to call out that you guys did a wonderful job
Yeah.
in the cosplay. This is
Thank you.
all the way down to the shoes for Ben, and Joe doesn't have pants on.
He's only wearing his boxers.
He's doing the Doc impersonation, but a little further.
Yeah, and these are actually just black sunglasses that I put tinfoil over, so I
Oh,
really
yeah?
cannot see anything.
You mean those aren't like driving glasses where you can see behind you and in front of you and shit? Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe the people thought that they were futuristic glasses.
Yeah.
They're very futuristic.
All right, you know what? Let's go ahead without further ado. Tony, why don't you spin the wheel to decide who's asking the gauntlet today?
Don't be me. Please.
Oh boy.
You guys watch this wheel when it slows down. I promise you.
I can't see anything.
No, I'm talking to the camera. It slows down and then stops on Jeff. It's going to be Jeff and it's going to be yellow because that's how it works every time. Watch.
Oh, is that green or blue?
That's me.
Wow.
Crap. This is good news for you. Okay. I normally go in order, but these are all out of order.
Wait a minute. Great Scott! I just
He
wanted
says
to-
it so much in the movie.
just wanted to say
Okay.
it.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. First question for Back to the Future 2.
Don't look at my answers, Ben.
You can't see.
Is the name of the hoverboard that the girl steals from Biff's character, or acquires, whatever?
She definitely stole it.
She's like, I don't need this. I have this.
How accurate are we talking? It's got to be.
I mean, it's not like it's a yes or no. It's a right or wrong. It's not hard. You either know it or you don't.
All right.
All right, send it.
Pitt.
Pitbull is correct. You are wrong, Joe. I'm really sorry.
You said who's wrong?
You are the weakest link.
Once again, bro, you are a day late.
so
and a
close,
dollar
though.
I
short.
asked you
Maybe
how accurate
maybe
it is.
like
You said it.
half
You got to
a
get it
point.
right.
Should get
Was my-
half a point.
Okay, take half a point.
All right, well.
Idiot.
Does this look like half a point?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe like a quarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyway, how much does Terry or the crazy guy ask for as a donation to the clock tower in the future?
Oh boy.
Crazy
Like,
guy.
his name's Terry, but
I don't even remember it's Harry.
Terry. Well, he's the guy that just comes up to Marty in the future and says, just like in the previous movie,
Yeah.
donate to the It's a dollar amount he asked
Pure
for.
guess.
Let's go.
50 bucks.
100.
I put 50.
100 is correct.
There you go,
The day is mine.
Attaboy.
Inflation was real. In 1955, she asked for a quarter, and in 2015, they asked for $100.
And just like that, I've taken the lead.
That's true, you have. All right. Who do the Cubs beat in the World Series?
Only have to give the city right because they technically don't say the name.
Yep.
Correct. Even though the picture is shown, but that's fine.
I don't know if it is.
It
The
is shown.
picture is shown, but they don't say
It's-
the
It's
mascot.
a alligator.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Miami.
Miami's correct. Also, it says in 5, they swept them in 5.
I
So like,
don't
is
get
that a
it.
9-game series?
I don't get it. I wish I
Also,
could go back in time and put some money on the Cubs.
Fun fact, right? The Cubs, they had the great drought, right?
Yep.
They won in 2016. The year after that was supposed to happen.
Wow.
Fun fact. Here
More
we go.
you know.
What is Doc's nickname for his dog? So the dog has a name, obviously. We already asked that question last week. But he calls the dog this several times as a loving dog name. Go ahead.
Einie.
Einie is correct. God, I am actually
I'm just so on a roll.
not a smart person. You know how I spelled it in my notes? You know how
With a
spelled
Y at the
No.
end?
I-N-Y.
No, I-N-N-E.
Dude, my God.
Give yourself a point.
I thought you watched in subtitles.
You know what? 30-second
Yeah, I did,
timeout.
yeah.
Go take a lap.
Okay. Here we go. What is the date span written on the sports almanac? So what years does the almanac go to and from? All right, what do you guys got?
No.
You're wrong. 1950 to 2000 is correct.
Yep.
1950 to 2000. Joe is
What a stupid.
1999 to 2015.
Stupid.
The almanac went to the year that they were in.
I was trying to write fast because you were discombobulating me, trying to rush me. Since
quiet.
when do we don't get extra time?
I do.
What?
Oh, no, keep going. I'll
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
it. I'll
keep
talk
going.
about it later in the movie review. No, no.
I wish I could see your right now.
I'm glad you can't.
Okay.
What does the saleswoman try to add on to Marty McFly's purchase when he buys the almanac? She's like, if you're interested in that, we also have this.
Ready?
Ready.
Dust cover.
Dustbuster.
Dust
It's a
cover.
dust, specifically a dustbuster.
You guys are, Ben is the most right. You are also right. You are completely wrong.
No. They were talking about.
Yeah, she's like, it's got a dust cover. And speaking of dust, we have this.
She said, if you're
Do I-
interested in dust,
Yeah.
I have a dustbuster for you.
Exactly.
Do I get a point?
Yes.
And this was after she was describing the dust cover on the
Correct.
sports
Yeah,
almanac.
correct. Yeah. Like I said, a day late and $1 short. Where do Marty and what's her name? Karen?
Jennifer?
What are you, an idiot?
Apparently.
Sorry, I'm lashing out because you're just attacking.
Where do they get married? It's in the
Oh,
picture.
this is a good question. I heard you writing fast, so you
What do we
got
got?
it, right?
Chapel O Love.
Hell yeah. All
You
right.
put of, Jeff?
I did.
It's an O. Apostrophe.
No, he's right. All right, we're going to go a little deeper because I like some of these questions. Some of these are deep cuts, though, okay?
Yeah.
The next one's going to be a deep cut.
All right.
If anybody gets this, I will give you a kiss.
Oh,
You promise?
Promise. What movie is playing when Biff is in the hot tub and Marty barges in on him when he's with the two females?
I have no idea.
No.
There's no way, like, the movie doesn't tell you. So you
Oh.
either have to know from the 2-second clip or from doing research.
You better pucker up.
Buckaroo.
Send it.
Outlaw Josie Wales.
The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. No. Fistful of dollars.
Wow.
Yeah. That was just
I really wanted that kiss.
All right. Next question.
I just wanted to be right.
Another deep cut. There's two major cameos in this film. I'm going to ask for both of them. To make it easier, I will give you one hint of the cameo. One of the cameos. So one cameo you should just know because it's huge and very relevant to the podcast. The second cameo is Needles.
Needles.
So Needles is a cameo played by somebody very famous. And then there's another cameo in the movie who's also played by somebody very famous. Secondary hint, the second cameo, who I didn't give you the hint for, is played by somebody who this was their first role ever. If you don't know, you're not going to be able to figure it
I'm
out.
not going to know.
But Needles is a famous person, and then the secondary cameo, huge. Like it's a great piece of trivia.
It's a
Don't
good
touch
question.
All right, let's see what you got.
Is it the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
It is.
And Elijah Wood?
It is. So Flea.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
his
okay,
name,
okay.
Yep. And Elijah Woods is the kid who's playing with the Western
yeah,
game.
yeah.
That's a baby's toy.
Yeah, that's Elijah Woods.
Was
You
that
gotta-
Use
two?
your hands.
No, just take one.
Okay.
And he's in one of your favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, let me tell you. He's actually one of my favorite characters in my favorite movie of all time.
Jeff, how many points you got?
7.
How many you got, Ben?
6.
Joe's got
Four
four
and
and
a
a
half.
half.
4.5. Don't rule me out.
Hey, I'm going to be really honest. There's nothing wrong with Here we go. Moving
Don't
on.
touch me.
What is the name of the nudie mag that is very prevalent in the storyline?
Ben, get it wrong.
I don't think I actually know.
Oh, he's got it.
No, he doesn't.
He's
Go
got
ahead.
it.
I don't think I
Ooh
do.
la la.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, it's ooh la la.
5.5, baby.
All right, I'm gonna hold on. Okay,
Bleh.
last two questions.
Jeff, get
Actually, I
him
have 3 questions. One's a really deep cut.
Okay.
Okay, there's two not cameos. There's 2 famous people when Marty goes into the nostalgia diner. 2 famous people are very heavily portrayed in that scene.
This is what I thought of when you meant cameos originally.
Correct. Yeah, we were gonna get there anyway. Eventually,
I'm sorry for the handwriting. I
that's
can't
fine.
see.
Michael Jackson, Ronald
And
Reagan.
Whoa, 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 wait.
You got it. What did you write?
I was going to write Michael Jackson, Ronald Reagan, and Saddam Hussein.
Oh, yeah. Saddam Hussein is the third one. Really good for you. Of course you get both points.
He only gets
2 points.
though.
2 points. Okay. Now,
I'm making sure he only gets 2.
last easy question. What installment of Jaws is playing in the cinema? 19. Great.
I already gave myself a
So
point
I told
'cause
you guys
forgot
this
from
before we shot, but fun fact, Universal and Steven Spielberg came together and collabed for like a 3-minute trailer breakdown, and it goes over every single iteration of the Jaws movies.
That's so
all the way
awesome.
from Cyber Jaws to like Jaws fighting a Russian shark. It's definitely worth a watch. Okay, 2 deep cut questions. Here we go. Last 2. What does the license plate of the Forerunner say in this movie? So it's in it for literally 1 second. Like
Forerunner.
basically the opening scene. Yeah, it's not a Forerunner, whatever it is, the truck he has, the Tacoma or the Tundra, whatever it is.
If I could see you, I'd look at you so menacingly right now. If I could see you, dude, I swear to God.
It is the number 2 back 860. So it's like 2 back
Yoda?
860. Okay, whatever.
That was a tough one.
What's George McFly's birthday?
Jeez.
Like, what a piece of shit.
I told you they were deep cuts, bro. It shows his gravestone for like 5 seconds on screen.
Thank you for giving me that hint because now I know what it is.
If you got this right, Ben, I'm gonna be
That is
shocked.
impressive.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
March 13th.
No,
That's what's on his gravestone, though.
when he dies, and it's March.
Oh,
15th.
it's on his birth. Oh, I didn't see.
Well, you're still wrong. 'Cause it's
That would be
March 15th.
crazy
I didn't know it
coincidence
said
if he
his-
died on his birthday.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I didn't know it said his birthday on it.
I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to be rude.
It always
I think that's.
doesn't it always say your birthday?
It's like from and to when, you know. That's all I got. Unless you guys want this last question, which was
Give it.
Only because you're in last.
What do you got?
Half a point more than you?
that's all I got.
Okay, Joe's in last.
That was, dude. It couldn't have been more fun. I'll tell you. I've been having such a great time doing
Wait, how many did you
the
get,
gauntlet.
I had 9.
Yeah, and Ben, you had 10.
I had 11.
Oh shit! So
I got 8.5.
I had to give you that, but you can't see it, and you don't deserve it. So
Great questions,
Great
Tony.
job, Joe.
Thanks, guys. I don't want the pity taps, Ben.
So after that trivia, Jeff shockingly won again. We're gonna start tallying this so we can see like above us, maybe like how many wins we have.
Yeah, no, we'll just do that.
Take that.
If you want to just, we'll
By-
just plug it in, Joe. We'll
By
do it
week,
later.
right up in here.
Yeah.
Like a scoreboard, like a running tally. It'll be super easy. Shh. Joe came in last, which I think is probably a common trend, and then Ben close second. Again, a common trend.
I've never won.
For punishments, Joe, what is your selection?
I will donate to the movie
Cosplay.
fund on this one. If I lose the next one, I'll cosplay.
Okay, so you're going to donate to the movie fund, which hopefully ends up being Final Destination. I'm hoping. Really trying to see that soon.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Shut up, you're heifer.
Chomping at the bit.
Ben, punishment.
I guess I'm cosplaying again.
Hell yeah.
I thought we were getting away with.
I don't wanna give
punishments
a-
for
I don't
Oh,
second.
wanna-
yeah, second. He's good.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
have
thought
to
we
do
weren't
it.
doing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Oh,
it's
my
only
bad.
last.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good,
my
it's
bad,
good.
Ben. Yeah, you deserve that because you did great actually. Even though I would have loved to seen you as a spoiler Velociraptor.
You know, I might do it just for you.
Yeah. Maybe you should dress up as the one.
Dude, I have a really good idea. Spin the wheel.
Wow.
Did,
That language.
did you enjoy that?
Sorry.
Did you, more work for your heifer.
Yeah,
right?
Sorry,
are you
I'm
happy?
Hey, I got an idea. Truce.
No.
Okay.
Oh my god, that got violent.
Are you all right?
Yeah, are you okay?
All right, you were just around too early. This time it's yellow Jeff.
It's Joe. I can't believe I finally got
Oh,
it.
it almost was.
Finally got it.
I think it's me.
Is it who is it?
Thank God.
Who is it?
Ben.
Oh.
What are you, deaf and stupid?
What is that from?
Back to the Future 2.
Oh yeah. Hello. I hate that movie.
Why?
All right, Ben. I'm ready to succeed right here.
I just
Okay.
got ink all over me. Sorry, I'm manspreading. Get over it.
What is the exact date that Marty, Doc, and Jennifer travel to in the future? Bonus points if you know the time.
I have no
Show.
idea. September 15, 2015?
Nope.
October 28th.
26th.
Nope. October 21st, 2015.
I was the closest.
No, I
Wow,
don't
I'm
think
surprised
you were.
nobody got that.
I was the closest without going.
What was
over.
the time?
4:29 p.m.
4:29 p.m. They showed up at night. Oh no, they didn't. So many plot holes in this movie.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, you're gonna hate me for this one.
Okay.
I already do.
Okay.
All right, so when they go to 2015 and Jennifer is asking too many questions about her future, Doc knocks her out.
Yeah.
What is the device called that he uses to knock her out? He says it multiple times throughout the movie.
I don't think he says it multiple times.
He does. He says a shortened version multiple times, but he says the full version at that time. If you get the short version, I'll give it to you.
Got it.
Wait up, wait
dude,
up.
You're
wait
like
up.
more right than I am. That's really close. That rings a lot of bells.
I'm going to get a half point, I
Show.
expect.
Sleep-a-later.
Nope.
Neuroparalysis doohickey.
It's the sleep-inducing alpha rhythm generator.
Literally none
Hey,
of us have
I
a
just want
single
I had
Ben-
rhythmic sleeping device after
Just
ocular. though.
real quick, Ben, go
You want a
outside
single thing?
and take a lap.
Yeah, hey Ben, I hate to break this to you, but the wheel might have been doing you a favor.
Yeah, okay.
These are hard.
These are ridiculous.
All right, well, this is
None of us have a point.
an easy one.
Doubt it.
The almanac that he purchases at the antique store, who publishes it? It's Blank Sports Almanac. What's the name?
I'm not getting this one either.
Okay.
Joe.
Grays.
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 I just couldn't remember.
What building does Biff turn into a casino and hotel in the alternate 1985?
Oh, I'm getting skunked.
Go ahead.
Courthouse.
Clock tower.
Courthouse is correct.
It's the clock tower.
It's
the same
Trump
thing.
Tower.
It's the clock tower. And I
Okay.
also wrote capital thing.
So I will say I do
It's the
think
clock tower.
I do think it's the same. So I will say you guys deserve a half a point, but it's up to
you
Ben.
That's
Trump
fine. You
Tower.
can have it right.
And
I'm not
have a
taking-
half a point, Ben.
Joe, I'm not taking half of it.
I just want you to know you're not the decider of the gauntlet right now, okay?
I am the decider.
Ben, what do they get?
I'm taking
They
point.
get a half a
He
point.
can have a point for that one.
Thank you, Ben.
Fiddlesticks.
All right. In 2015, what profession does Doc say the system has abolished?
If only. You're an idiot if you think it's
The
wrong.
system has
We can fight
abolished.
about it if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the
You
same.
wanna
He
Tongue
said
battle?
this is sped up in 2015 because this profession has been abolished. Okay.
Mail
go ahead.
delivery.
Lawyers.
Lawyers.
It's not even close.
Well, yeah, but he says it like it's like all in the same like paragraph.
Yeah.
Well, boys,
It was nice knowing you. Vion con Dios.
How much does a hovercraft conversion cost in 2015?
Oh my god, dude! I was like, that's such an interesting.
It's on
number.
a billboard.
This is fun.
Goldie Wilson says it out loud too.
Yeah. I think I'm right, bro. If I'm right, Ben, is it? Are we done? Is it $39,995?
Yes. Tony's right.
Oh, I love you, Ben. I love you. $39,995. I was like, that's such a because I remember.
that hurts.
I remember thinking like, wait, $399.95.
You were close,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I was close too, but 600.
Well, you're still gonna beat me.
What?
It was $50 for a Pepsi.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just had no idea. If I don't know it's $39,995, how am I going to just
95 cents,
pull
I
that?
think it was. Go ahead.
All right. What is the name of the arcade game Marty plays in the Cafe
I
80s?
wrote this down. Oh, you know the answer.
Nope. I have a general
You have to
idea.
use your hands? That's a baby's toy.
No, I don't
What
think
has it
he is.
been?
I think there's a W.
You guys all kind of have a combination of it. It's Wild Gunman.
Wild Gunman.
I thought about it too. I
So,
was like, this is going to be
fun-
somebody's question.
Fun fact about that: that actually was a game, but it was never built in the arcade format. And developers, Universal, made the gameplay footage just for the movie.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
It's cooler. You got it wrong.
In 2015, when Marty Sr. walks into his home, what does the house call him? It gives him 2 titles. I will give you credit if you get one.
It's like a robot. She could be whatever you want.
All right, show.
King of the Castle.
It's Lord of the Manor and King of the Castle.
So it's one for each one you get right.
No, it's one.
You
total.
You get a point.
You only got one.
Yeah,
right
I only
anyway.
got one right.
That's
what
fine.
I was
You
saying.
got it right.
Everyone but Joe.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jeff got it right?
Yes.
Said Lord of the Manor.
Lord of the Manor is correct. It's Lord of the Manor and King of the Castle. He says
King of the Castle.
I really hope one of your questions was one I forgot to ask because I have a very fun fact about it.
So, Jeff, how many you got?
One. How many
Wow.
more questions you got?
I think this is my last one.
Oh my god.
This is also a hard one or a deep cut. What do the cops say Hilldale is a breeding ground for? They say 3 things.
All right.
Go ahead.
All I got smackheads.
I gotta say drug
Zip
addict.
heads.
Oh, it is
Zip heads is correct. It's Tranks, Lobos, and Zip heads.
Lobos. All right. Well, me and Joe tied,
Wow, dude.
which is fine because since there doesn't need to be a winner, there's only one loser.
You guys both won.
Yeah, no,
Give
it's great.
Give yourself both a tally.
One day, Joe, you're actually going to win outright.
No, I just tied.
Yeah, it's like you kissed your
I
sister.
have one.
but, yeah.
I have one.
All right.
If you want, I'll give you a tiebreaker if you really want a winner and loser.
I do.
yeah. Oh, are you? Of course we do.
What year does Doc get sent to after being struck by lightning at the end of the movie?
Just because I want to get one right.
1885.
1885. Everybody gets it right.
Thank God they keep the 5 as a consistent, or I would not have known.
All right, this is a playoff of one of Tony's questions. So you may have remembered my answer. What date is George McFly's death on his tombstone?
But your answer was wrong.
Oh, I have it written down. So
Wait, so you're going to
So
give
what-
him a tiebreaker of one of his questions?
Of what you answered?
No, I didn't.
I said
ask-
it out. He
I asked the
asked when he
birthday.
was born. It's his death.
Yeah, but Ben, I have a question for you. Is what you wrote on your answer the same as that?
No,
I don't remember. I don't remember
Okay.
what I wrote.
Is it what you wrote right so I can get it
Well,
right?
no, because what you wrote, what your guess was wrong. I just showed it to you.
I'm out of the running anyway.
Okay.
It's the Ides of March, March 15th.
March 15th, 1973. So
He was
Tony's
wrong.
right.
I just told you he was wrong.
I don't even remember what he wrote.
That's what he wrote.
That's what I wrote.
Sorry,
That's why it
Joe.
was stuck in my head.
Tony wins.
Say it again.
Joe
Ben?
loses.
It's really fun.
Fun fact, real quick. I'll just ask you guys. You can just say it out loud if you know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Who is the company that provides the what brand is the pizza that they rehydrate?
Pizza Hut.
Okay, fun fact about this. So Pizza Hut, not only did they bring on professional food decorators for the scene, they literally built a professional pizza kitchen on site, and they made a brand new pizza for every shot of the movie.
Like
every
that
shot
was
they
a
saw.
real pizza because it looked.
It was
plastic.
a real
It looked
pizza,
horrible.
but
Yeah.
it's a real pizza, but it was done up by people who do that as their job. But every single pizza was made every single time fresh for every single cut.
Wow.
What is the maker of the hoverboard? It's
Mattel.
Yeah. It's barely shown in the movie.
Dude, and fun fact about this also, sorry, since we're going on this train. What's his name? Zemeckis? What's his name? Sudeikis?
Jason Sudeikis?
No.
Robert Zemeckis.
Zemeckis. He made a joke before the movie came out or right after it came out that Mattel was actually going to make this and it was going to be released soon. And Mattel literally had to shut down all their public interfaces because so many people were wanting when it was coming out.
I heard about that. They did a little thing with fan mail, and one of the first questions that they answered on the fan mail was, "When are they coming out with the real hoverboards?"
Right,
and
right.
Actually, that was a joke that
Yeah,
Zemeckis
yeah.
said, and then
Correct.
he had to correct
They were
that.
so pissed at him.
That's wild. So, Jeff, you have decided to take a shot for your punishment for the loss.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to donate to the channel, and we are paid as far as our debts go. Let's go ahead and talk about this movie a little bit because there is a lot to talk about. This is an interesting movie for all of us because we all have fond memories of it, and then when we rewatch it,
Except for Tony.
we were a little less interested, to be honest with you. I'll go ahead and say I think it starts off great. It's really fun. I think the whole movie's fun, but I think that it's got a lot of flaws and then sometimes where you're kind of maybe snoozing a little bit, but it's still fun. It's still fun.
It's like a shot-for-shot reshoot.
Of the first one,
Yeah.
you think?
Yes.
So, yeah, well, in the beginning, they take off pretty quick. I guess they do in the first
the
one.
dumbest way possible, though.
Yeah, why is Doc always rushing? I think that's my biggest
It
complaint.
makes no sense
So-
in a time travel movie.
First of all, if we're going to talk about things that don't make sense, right off rip, bro's like, oh, she's asking, why did you bring her then?
He said he was worried. Yeah, he
Okay.
couldn't
And then-
risk her
but
seeing it
what
and then
you-
not thinking it was a dream.
He literally has a time machine that runs off compost, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, go back to a time where she's not right there. Or, crazier idea, just go back and tell Marty not to do dumb when he's an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
my thought too.
Like instead of bringing him back to bringing him to the future to change, but just tell him.
And
it's
like,
a little interesting.
as soon as Biff finds out that there's a time machine and he just magically climbs in it and he knows fully how to use
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
As a
Also-
grandpa,
And then,
Also,
you're good.
when he does that, he comes back and it's still the same world. It should be his world now.
well, why did he even go back? And it should have been his world.
It should
But
have
why
been
would
his
you go
world.
back?
No idea.
Maybe
It's
not
really
enough.
frustrating.
I don't know if enough time passed for it to not.
Well, so
I don't
But
know.
he changed the course.
there's a deleted scene. Actually, I don't think they actually shot it. They meant to shoot it where
he disappeared?
the storyline. So when he gets out of the time machine, he's like starting to dissolve away because he doesn't exist.
Oh.
But the storyline, the lore was supposed to be that it's because what's the wife's name again? The mom's name?
Jennifer.
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Lorraine. It's because Lorraine got like really mad in a heated debate and fight with him in their real timeline, in that timeline, and that's why he no longer would have existed in the future.
That's pretty wild.
Right. But either way, everything should have been different.
Yeah, I
it
think
should have
so
been his
too.
world.
I think so too.
Also, bro, Marty doesn't realize that he's in the nightmare universe when they're
Every time.
like, bro, you don't see all this crap all up and down your street.
He was.
You don't.
Oh, yeah. And,
You're
then,
gonna
and
drop your
his
girlfriend
fence is
off?
locked.
Yeah, like, bro, what are you like? You don't see all this?
I know.
Insanity.
It's part of the whole like you have to suspend belief,
Which is
because
fine.
it's supposed to be like comedically.
But I'm all
Is it
for
just like
suspending-
shock value though? Like there's no like
Yeah.
point to like
Yeah.
the shooting scene with
Oh
Strickland.
yeah, I think that's strictly for
Oh, yeah.
comedy and fun.
He hasn't been a principal for 6 years, but yeah, he's big enough grudges to have drive-bys at him.
Dude, it's pretty hilarious.
I'm all for suspending disbelief, but it just seemed the writing was lazy in this movie.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's what it was like. I watched a video on YouTube. I forget who it was. Some amazing YouTube people that really broke down it was like a shot for shot. So, like when Lorraine is with Marty in the first one, and her mom yells, she's like, "Oh, it's my mom," or it's
Dad.
mom, yeah, and
Dad.
now it's dad, or the double waxing. You
Yeah.
know, when Marty's dad is like, now Biff.
Oh yeah,
And his son does the same thing.
Yeah.
Or it's just like over and over and over again, like the chase scene. All of it is exactly
They kind of wanted it to be like that,
which I
yeah.
get, and I can. That's fine. I'm fine with the reshooting. I thought it was fun, but the plot holes are just so much harder to ignore than the first one.
Yeah, I think there's
For
just
me.
there's just parts that I think get a little bit exhausting, but other than that, I do think it's fun. Like I think it's kind of hard to judge this movie like a really strict like Oppenheimer. It's not
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, so
Of
it's
course,
hard to
of
really
course.
be so hard on it. But like I had so much fun when old Biff went back and hung out with young Biff.
That was
and he
fun.
starts the car and he looks at me, he's like, "Get out of my car, old man," before he starts
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, "You butthead," yeah, and he calls him a butthead. Yeah, and not to keep talking.
No, you
one of the things that I really enjoy futuristic movies that are made a long time ago, where it's like the time that we're either living in or about to live in or just lived in, because it's like some of it's close, some of it's crazy and not accurate at all, but it's really just interesting to see that kind of nostalgia transfer versus like nowadays when movies come out that are about the future, it's like this dystopian, it's just not relatable.
Yeah.
Where this one is like
Yeah.
super relatable.
It's fun.
They were
And-
taking like the loudness from the 80s into 2015
Right.
when really it was the like 2015 and
Muted,
on
it
is
was
so
muted compared.
contemporary.
Yeah, exactly.
So other than some of the time stuff, like the time plot holes, maybe let's kind of break it down like this. So when the movie first starts, I think we could all agree. Maybe let's not speak for everybody. I'll speak for myself. I think it's really fun when he walks in, like you guys are talking about. It's the loudness of the '80s in the future. You have Jaws 19.
Yeah.
He's getting freaked out. Everybody else is just like really calm around him and everything. And then the whole chase scene with Griff is
great.
hilarious, right? Do you guys have any issues with the future in that aspect? Like, what are your thoughts on that? The first
No,
act of
I
the
think-
movie.
I enjoyed it.
That's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Why the hell did they leave Jennifer on the side of the street? Where was Doc going?
They clearly did not want her to be in the
Well,
movie.
he was
But why? It's the whole point of
They
like
could
their
not
whole,
because the first one ended with her in the car.
which was dumb. I
So
said
he
that
was
last
trying to just
episode.
knock out Marty Jr. though.
Yeah,
But why not? There was a second seat in the DeLorean. Why not wherever Doc had to go if she was going to be sleeping like he said she would? Why not just put her back in the DeLorean? Why dump
I
her
don't
on the
know.
side of the street?
Yeah.
Well, and I will say that it was very clear that well, they had to recast her because Homegirl's mom had cancer, so she couldn't film. But it was very clear that they did not want her to be in the movie. So as soon as they could make the narrative work dumped her off.
They had scenes where she was the only one in it though too.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah,
she
but
was
I think
walking around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't enjoy any of that really.
I thought those were funny too. I got to be honest with you. I think the hardest part for me is the last act of the movie. Like I just don't feel satisfied with the way it ends because I really like the beginning of the movie. I like when he goes back in time and he's got to deal with Biff and old Biff. I think that is so funny. And then even when he's
Old
running
Biff is
around,
funny.
old Biff is hilarious with young Biff. I think the worst part is him running around from the cronies again, like
Yeah.
Biff's cronies.
Ridiculous.
And then Doc getting hit by lightning again. Like just land the damn thing. So it's like I know you want to set up the third one, which I started rewatching the third one. I thought the third one was actually almost better than the second one.
I haven't seen it.
And I know that's not a very common train of thought, but like I feel like if they would have ended it a little bit better, we'd all like it more. I could be wrong.
I think it's one of the first. So back in the day, in the late '80s, early '80s, they didn't like they do now, where like a movie comes out and you know this movie's gonna have like 4 or 5 iterations of it. That was not commonplace back then. And when the first movie came out on VHS, at the end of it, it says "to be continued" at the very last like closing credit, and that's super rare for movies to do. So this movie like played onto that, where instead of "to be continued," they just threw the trailer on to the third one, which they filmed simultaneously, like back to back, to cut costs down. But it's, I don't know, it just didn't play for me like the first one did. I didn't have the nostalgia connection that you guys did. This is the first time I really watched it through. So I mean, it just didn't really hit for me. I do love the like 80s, early 90s nostalgia though. I love that shit.
There's one thing I meant to ask or write down as a question. When Doc says he's going to destroy the time machine, he says he's going to pursue the universe's second greatest mystery. What is that?
Women.
Women. I didn't pick up the first time I'd seen it.
Apparently the third one's all about him and a love interest. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's pretty good, actually. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the first one for sure, but it's interesting. I mean, even the parts when they're at the casino. What were your guys' thoughts about that aspect of it? Did you think it was funny, or were you just kind of played out by it?
I didn't like any of that.
The only thing I liked about it was Biff.
Yeah,
That was one of the strengths of the movie to me, is just Biff through and through.
Yeah.
The whole trilogy, really.
I agree. I don't really care for his
well, except for the first. He's kind of...
his rich
person.
version of him. I didn't really care for that actor.
Yeah, but the acting...
I loved how comic book style it was, right?
It's so interesting too. So
it was. Look out!
They go to 2015. He's amassed this massive fortune. He owns a casino. That almanac only goes to 2000. So he's the luckiest man in the world. He hits every bet and then he just stops.
Well, no, I think he invested. Like he owned like power plants.
Yeah. He has Bifco.
Bought the cops.
Bifco, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just funny to me that like he probably in his youth like won all these bets and then he just stops completely.
Yeah. One of the things I read about that on Reddit was that like, so this sports almanac, which is clearly like 80 pages, has some random horse race in some small town, the result of that, because that's where he won his first $1 million. Like, why would it have that?
yeah.
Insane, but yeah.
I like when he's on the roof and he's pointing at him. He's like 2 McFlys with the same. And Marty goes, "You son of a!" That's like so offensive to Biff that he was gonna say it.
I don't know. Yeah, there was parts that I, like you said, very comic booky, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact: the cop, female cop, the white one, Zemeckis. What's his name?
Zemeckis.
Oh, Zemeckis, yeah.
Zemeckis. That's his wife.
Oh, cool.
That was his wife.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And
Fun
so,
fact.
okay, so then let's go the third act. We all love the first.
I didn't really love the first.
Oh no, you didn't like the future part?
All the future parts had so many dumb character decisions.
Okay.
Mostly by Doc Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be his thing. But he is the Doc. You know what I mean?
The best
a
thing
lot.
about the first part is just the set designs, like we were already talking about.
Yeah. I love that for sure.
All right, so a little iffy on the first act. Second act, way less. Now the third act, when we're coming to him running around the high school trying to get the almanac and everything,
Again, just like
just over it.
it's just the same exact ending of the first movie.
I think it was all pretty much the same to me.
Okay,
It's amazing since you
Yeah.
had the highest score.
I know. Yeah.
Like I said, though, it's really my score is just based off of nostalgia
Yeah.
and the strengths of it. Just having Marty and Doc's chemistry in any movie, I think, is great. Biff, what's his name? Thomas Wilson. He did a
Goldie
great
Wilson?
job. Oh, Wilson, yeah. No, he did a great job. But the characters and their decisions, the whole
It's
movie
aggravating.
was,
Yeah.
Another thing that
Go ahead. No.
Another thing that aggravated me was the chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's so
Bro,
lame.
it's so like I get it, man. Have a trigger, like you need to like fit that in to make the narrative work, but like It is such
was
a
played out.
dumb.
Where did it come from?
Yeah, out of nowhere. Also, another fun fact. What's the guy's name? Glover?
Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover. So big drama there.
Yeah.
So they apparently I watched the commentary on the DVD and then I watched a YouTube video that explained, or it was actually an interview with Glover, but basically they couldn't come to agreement on terms for financial payment for the movie role. So Glover wanted at least the same that his co-stars were getting that had the same amount of screen time, and he was getting like a third of it according to him. So the producers and the director were like, okay, well, we'll just use vault footage, right, of you in the last movie, and then we'll use your likeness and flip you upside down so it's really hard to recognize you.
Yeah.
And make your voice kind of the same using dubbing over. So he sued them.
Oh yeah, I heard
And
about
he
this.
won. And now you cannot use an actor's likeness without their permission, which is was a sweeping movement for the Actors Association or whatever they call themselves now.
Apparently, he was really difficult to work with in the first one.
He is a weird
They said
mother effer.
when we watched.
Have you seen Willard?
No.
If you don't even know what it is, Google it.
He's
I will.
weird, but he made that character George so great in the first one.
I feel like he's weird in every movie he does.
Okay, so real
Hot
quick.
Tub Time Machine.
Like Mike.
I don't remember him
like
in,
Mike.
Like Mike.
Have you seen? He's the bad guy in the first Charlie's Angels. Super weird. But Willard, just really quick, Willard is literally about this guy who gets like on by everyone in life, totally dismayed. It's really dark, and he befriends a herd of rats. I'm not joking. And they listen to him and do his bidding, and it's like dark. It's like a horror movie.
It's like Ant-Man. Oh,
It's
well, no.
just like Ant-Man, except not funny. It's dark. It's a horror movie, and he literally sends these rats to kill people. It is gnarly.
We're gonna have to watch
We're
it.
not watching that.
gnarly.
We're watching it. Halloween.
Don't want to watch
It's
that
actually
one.
a good movie.
Dude,
I'm watching that.
Jeff
I'll
showed
watch
me.
it.
So we were watching the scenes with him in Hot Tub Time Machine, and he's the bellhop, and he
Yeah,
is
yeah.
hilarious.
He loses his hand
Yeah,
or his arm.
they're constantly trying to figure out how.
So what was then your favorite scene in the movie?
Oh, great question, Ben.
That is good.
You go first, Jeff.
He said Jeff.
I think he said. Did you say Jeff?
Younger brother.
Probably when Biff meets up with his older self,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
and he's talking to Lorraine before being the pervert that
He's
he is.
literally
yeah.
street.
So that's
cut that.
that's about as funny as a screen door on a battleship.
It's a submarine, idiot. Real quick tidbit, fun fact. So on the table when Lorraine's making a drink in the Nightmare universe, there's a VHS on the bar upside down, and it's called something taboo, like backdoor taboo or something. It's literally an. Sorry about it.
I'm gonna have to cut this.
Okay.
Dude.
There's a
Just
lot of
beep it.
There's a lot of corn references throughout
Yeah.
these movies.
Dude, yeah.
So was that your favorite scene? Is that
No,
you're
no,
insinuating?
no. For sure, my favorite scene was. Go ahead, Joe. Now I'll think.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Dude, it's gonna be a lame. It's gonna be a lame answer because my favorite scenes are definitely with old Biff. When he gets mad at Biff, like when he just slaps him
I know
upside
my
the
favorite
head.
scene.
You sound like a damn fool when you get it wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
so funny the whole time.
He's like, all right, oh man, how'd you know that was gonna happen? It's literally been telling you how he knew.
Do you
the
have
whole
a
time.
safe? You don't have a safe. Get a safe. It's so hilarious the
It really
whole way
is well
through.
done. It is well done.
This is great.
I know my favorite part.
Go.
All right.
I think he stole his wallet. Dude,
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
couldn't have said it more times.
I know CPR.
Yeah, he's like, well, CPR didn't get invented until 1960, so that's accurate. But dude, he takes the thing. He's like, did you just take his wallet? I think he stole his wallet. And then when he wakes up, I think he stole your wallet. Hey, I think he stole that guy's wallet.
I know,
He said it
dude.
4 times
I
in
know.
15 seconds.
He looks familiar. I don't know
I
who
think
he
there's
looks like.
I forget the Easter egg there. There's definitely an Easter egg there.
He looks very familiar.
But that I was dying at that shit.
Ben, what's your favorite part?
I love all of the technology in the first act.
Oh
When he pulls out the Nike Air Mags, the self-lacing
Sure.
shoes, the jacket, where not
The
only
floating
does
trash
it
cans.
fit, but it also air dries itself, and
Very
then of
cool.
course the hoverboard.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to love that.
Can you explain, Ben, since you like the hoverboard, why it works everywhere except over water?
I cannot.
It doesn't work without power. It's literally floating.
He said, Ben, can you explain
Well,
that?
he's got
I know
hoverboard.
the
Yeah,
yeah,
science.
it's a prop for his costume.
It's not real.
the real
That
one isn't
doesn't
real
work.
either. You heifer.
I know, but you think that he just looked up all the lore
Yeah, I
for
know all
that
the
just
science
because?
behind it.
I would have.
I believe that.
But it's just that scene really bothered me because, what about the water makes it not work?
You know what bothered me more?
Tell me.
Is the fact that he called him a bojo and not a bozo. He said, "McFly, you bojo!"
I don't remember.
Hoverboards don't work on water.
Yeah, well, I started having to watch everything in captions because Tony with his trivia.
Hey,
Yeah.
real quick, just for everyone, captions on movies, unless it's, I will say caveated, horror is not great because it will like
You can see when somebody's gonna get killed because it'll like cut off,
or it'll be like
sentence or something.
scream loud, really, yeah. But captions add so much to the experience. You don't miss. Like sometimes captions pick up things that you literally cannot hear.
All you do is watch anime with captions.
Yeah, but I'm okay with if it has to translate, but I'm not okay if I'm already watching in English. Why do I have to see it first?
Dude, it just helps.
Tony
I just think
won't watch any foreign film, but he
seen
loves
a couple
watching
foreign films.
captions on his English.
I watch
He's not-
some
you had
foreign
me
film.
watch-
A lot
you
of
think you
foreign
can
films.
spell
me
with
watch
all
it.
that?
He's
There's
not
some
wrong,
foreign
though.
films I stay watching.
Okay.
Talking about
We know what you're talking
That
about.
and
those. Yeah.
Bleep, I
If
gotta
you want to
put
see
this-
Mara Red,
Is there anything else that got a rise out of you?
oh, there's yeah.
Don't ask him that question.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Can we cut that? Let's cut that.
No.
Yeah.
This
Just cut
episode.
this whole part out. Start here. Go. There's your audio clap.
And again.
I didn't want it to be over yet.
I don't want it to be over either, but we
Sorry.
can chat.
All right.
We should talk about what's coming next week.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Next week, we are going to start watching the Jurassic Park movies. So we're going to start, obviously, with the first, best, most classic Jurassic Park. And then we're going to make our way through a few of those movies before the debut
Yeah, I
and the
think
release.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yes!
We're gonna go to Lost World and stuff. I mean, we're gonna go to Jurassic World, the first one.
So yeah, we're going to watch Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and then Jurassic World, the first one.
that's
The other
it.
two we're going to forget exist, and then we're going to watch the new
As
Jurassic
well, you
World.
should.
Yes.
So, if you want to play along with us for trivia, please watch those episodes. Ben is maybe cosplaying.
Yes, 100%
next episode.
cosplaying.
It'll be pretty cool. So, thanks for watching another episode this week. Let us know how you did on trivia down below. Give us a like and subscribe.
we are about to hit our 700th subscriber. So by the time this comes out, hopefully we're past it.
Thank you
keep it
guys for
going.
all the support. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next episode.